Okay, so um, I've got a scene that I'm DMing for a game, and I need to do it live on YouTube because it's too big. So I've got one joiner. Let's see. Who joined me? Here, let's see. Chat options. Top chat. Live chat. All messages are visible. Okay. So, hi Heidi. Awesome. Good. So this will be for the record so that the others can catch up, because this seems like it's going to be kind of an important thing. Okay, so for everybody who wasn't able to make it to gaming, here's a real quick Micro Machine Man run through of what's going on here. And so our heroes originally set out to be part of a prince who challenged for the right of inheritance, a bastard prince, and he was told to go, form a new town, as an ordeal, and if he could do that, then he would prove that the gods wanted him. And they managed to get the prince killed, and then the entire village and escaped only with their life. And straight out of the Old Testament, it also, they go to a village, and the village kid accidentally brings dragon's eggs, and probably having survived the kobold attack on the experimental village, this new village, they get to watch dragon eggs hatch and eat the mayor and all of the heads. And they were, and the heads of the village, while they failed to save the many critical villagers, so they were chased out of town. And they fled through the river. They were captured like 75 miles later. They were brought to the Earl of Youngtown, and he gave them an ordeal, bringing back something magic from the Maze Wood, which is like the ruins of the magical cities in this setting. And they will, and that would prove that the gods want them to be, if they can do that in a fortnight, that'll prove that the gods favor them, and they should have a place in society. Otherwise, they're exiled from the kingdom of Pitland forever. And so they're like, I know, we need to go to Lois, the dark god of deals and, kind of cruel, vengeful justice. And we can make a deal with him, and that will arrange for us to, because they're peasants, right? They're not playing paladin and stuff. They're just peasants. So that would allow them to get supernatural power on their side to succeed in their quest as peasants, right? So that was fun, except on the way, they rolled like a 95% on their encounter roll. And they encounter a kobold beggar, because it was important to me that the beggar be someone they were not instinctively inclined to help. Right? It would have to be a really good deed to help a beaten old man of an enemy race. And instead, they tried to kill him. And it turned out that was actually the deity Lois, and so he was testing them, and they tried to kill the dark, justice vengeance god. So they decided it was a wonderful time to skip visiting his temple in an attempt to make a deal, and this would be a very good time to run away. On the way, one of them decided to further curse Lois out loud. And promptly a bunch of demon-possessed squirrels attacked our peasant adventurers. Rapidly being overcome by the squirrels, our dwarf scholar, who has no notable combat skills, attempted to dig her way to freedom, failed her roll, went right into an ancient and forgotten underground cellar with a strange golden target symbol. And as she's, she rolled a nat 20, one of the parries, threw one of the demon-possessed death squirrels into the strange bronze target symbol, where it burst into flames and died. And so as she was being eaten to death, her final action was a simultaneous attack to reach out and grab a hold of the bronze symbol. She took like twice as much damage as she could possibly sustain, and fell down dead as all the squirrels attacking the party died. There. Does that cover it, Peter and Heidi? I think that's about where we're at so far in tonight's misadventure. goodness gracious, you guys. The games that you guys come up with. Right? I did not plan this. This is a combination of encounter rolls and... All right. So, Doc, Willa, is not in a coma, is dead, and is standing in perfect peace over her dead body as the smoldering remains of demon-possessed death squirrels, are slowly consumed by silver blue fire. And our battle-raging mutant cat person no longer has things to kill. What do you do now? Oh, yeah, vision time. Right, so like silver white nuke image, and you're both standing. Oh, crap. All right. Ah, boy, unbelievable. Well, these heroes were okay. So standing in the middle of the, I'm gonna usurp characters a little bit. That you were gonna run and help your dwarf, and so you jump down into the hole, and dwarf. And you see the thoroughly chewed to death dwarf corpse and the smoldering chipmunks. Okay. Meanwhile, the dwarf is in perfect health, standing in the middle of 7 golden lampstands, and facing a man clothed in a long robe with a golden sash around his chest. His eyes are like flame, his feet are like burnished bronze refined in a furnace, and his voice is like the roar of many waters. And he refers to Willa by her true name and says, "Child of Earth, why have you come before me?" I can't wait to hear this answer. I can't wait to think of it. Gibber, gibber, gibber. You can do a save versus horror and awe factor. I think 30 is a nice round number if you want. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No, gibbering mess is fine. No, I need something, right? At some point you gotta stop gibbering and speak. We have multiple eyewitness accounts that this is possible. I was in peril and I reached out and grasped it and found you. You have indeed found me, though you did not know who you were seeking. But you shall know me better. Is it your desire to be delivered? It's mighty one. Okay. He says, "Fear not, child of earth, rise and serve me." And you will find a greater treasure than any you had sought before. You can't see me, but I'm cheering. This was not how I planned tonight's game to go in any way, shape, or form. But, you know, by the time you guys pissed off the death vengeance goddess, god, divine intervention was kind of your only hope for continued gaming. So you might not get to be, you might not, So the great figure tells you, rise and I will send you forth. Rise and I will send you forth, and you will teach others about the deliverance that you have found. I mean, hey, he picked a fugitive murderer with a stammer in Moses, right? He can pick a dwarf with anti-personality. Do you get an MA bonus? How would you ask such a thing of the great person in front of you? Or indicate that it might be a good idea to help you out? So, your path to picking up the wizard OCC has been slightly derailed by killer death demon chipmunks. Pretend quotation on previous message. Let me think. I will give you a messenger to go before you, who will speak on your behalf to all the people. You will be my messenger, and he will be your voice. And together, you will bring many into the kingdom. I don't even have a little bit of shame. Oh, this is going to be kind of horrific. OneDrive, documents. Willa gets an errand. Yay! After the bomb. What kind of cat were you again, Peter? Mountain lion. Education skills. Animal psionics. Mutant animal powers. Extra MA. Add +4 to the character's MA as a one-time bonus. I think we might be able to do that for both of you. You do understand that you will be at least your next OCC is now set for you, right? You get to survive the Wrath of Lois by picking up so a priest for Heidi and warrior. You need a protector and a voice, so that would be warrior monk for our furry friend. So if that's acceptable, that's fine. If you're sure, that's okay. All right. So, I'm not going to give you levels, but you've achieved enough divine intervention that that you have cleared a way to pick up. You've cleared a way to pick up. Yeah. So I'm probably going to change how I do the Holy Spirit a little bit. From how I've done it before. Because I got a Greek lesson. Specifically, I got a Greek lesson on that passage of does everybody receive the Holy Spirit, and the Greek specific has an untranslated word ne in front of every question, and any Greek question asked with ne, the answer is understood to be no. So that passage, do all speak in tongues, do all prophesy, the Greek indicates that the answer to all of that is no. I did not know that at level 1 Greek, but I thought that was interesting. So let's see. Oh, that would be on resources, isn't it? Oh, no wonder I couldn't find it. I was looking under the wrong word file. And fantasy Christianity. Okay. Okay. Sorry about looking at my nose. All right, so I'm going to do the rest of this. Back in game, but we've covered the conversion thing. So when you get done, you've got the basement of the ancient church, which is miraculously preserved against decay, against all odds, because Jesus is greater than entropy, including, and we're going to keep role playing it from there in the regular chat, but I needed to get this on the record for everybody else. All right, peace.